Hi, honey. How are you feeling? I'm doing great. Really, I'm not just saying that. Okay, maybe I should temper that by saying I'm doing as great as can be expected right now, given the circumstances. You understand. Work keeps piling up. Once we opened our fourth shop, it's like nothing can go right anymore. I know, I know, you don't have to say it. We both knew it would be like this. You never warned me away from opening yet another one. You were supportive of me with this one as you were with the others, but I knew how you really felt. You never could hide your true feelings from me, no matter how hard you tried. I could tell that you were worried that this one meant that I would be biting off a bit more than I could chew. That's just it. With you by my side, there's nothing too big for me to take on. I knew I could handle anything as long as you were there. But now there's always one fire after another to put out. Inventory problems here, staffing problems there. Oh, fire. I didn't mean to say it like that, but now that I think about it, it's the perfect word to use in hindsight. As long as I had you, my incredible Neko firefighter wife, there wasn't a blaze on earth that could take me out. You were always there to protect me. But now, with this new store located in the neighboring town, forcing me to commute nearly every day to make sure it gets off on the right foot, well, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to spend more time with you this last week. I promise, things will calm down when this store gets settled. But speaking of the store and things calming down, honey, there is something else I wanted to ask you about. Now, I know this comes after putting forth all of this effort to open this new store, but what would you think if I just sold the whole kit and caboodle right now and retired early? Now, just wait. I know what you're thinking, and before you say it, just hear me out. I know that it wouldn't provide for an overly abundant lifestyle, but you know me. I don't need overly abundant anyway. I'm a simple guy, always have been, always will be. And if the going gets a little rough and money gets a little tight, I could always go back to work for someone somewhere for just a while, just to make ends meet. And if I didn't have all of the burdens of running all four stores, I could spend more time with the kids. You know they need their dad to be there for them even more right now. The last 2 weeks have been incredibly difficult on them, not to mention the month before that. And I know you're going to tell me that I'll be losing something I love dearly and that I'll regret it later, but it's just, I have no motivation for it anymore. I started this business so I could dig and plant and grow things. I haven't touched a plant in over 2 months. It's all paperwork this and government regulations that. I'm more concerned with timesheets than I am with seeds and bulbs. I'm no longer thinking about planting season. I'm only thinking about tax season. I knew you'd understand. You've always understood me. You're my kitty. Always will be. I'm sorry the kids couldn't be here right now. School activities. You know how it is. With all that's happened lately, I thought it important for them to get back to a sense of normalcy. That's okay. I wanted some time to be with you myself right now. Devin wrote you a story. Rather, he's writing you a story. He finished it, but he says he needs time to rewrite it and edit it to make it better. He let me read what he has now. I think you'll love it. But he made me promise not to tell you about it until he's finished. But he thinks the world of you. June is June is beginning to heal. Don't worry. She'll be okay. She's got me and Devin, as well as her mommy's fire and strength. And there's a new boy in her life. I told you about him a little bit. His name's Roy. He's a nice boy. I think you'll like him a lot. He's very respectful. He's not like the last two that you wanted to kill. I think you really frightened the last one. He stopped coming around altogether after you showed him what your claws could do to something approximating human skin. And she's working to finish the last kit car you had started. I think it helps her too. It's comforting for her. I miss you so much, babe. Everybody tells me it will get easier. You even told me yourself that time will soften the loss. And I know it's only been a few weeks since we lost you. But I'm not there yet. At this point, I can't help but feel that I'm not sure I will ever want to be. Can I admit something to you? Right now, it feels like if I ever allow myself to get over it, it will mean I never truly loved you. Babe, I loved you with all my heart. I still do. I know it's wrong to think that way, but I have to be honest with you as to how I feel right now. And I do know that you don't want me to suffer. I know how much you love me. I know that you're watching me right now and seeing me suffering like this, and that causes you to grieve. And babe, I don't want to be a source of sorrow for you. So I will try. I promise you again that I will try. You made me promise you before you left, and I make the same promise to you now. I will be happy. someday. But is it okay that it's not today? We both knew this was coming. Neko simply don't live as long as humans. When you started slowing down at work, getting tired more quickly, more easily, we both knew. You prepared. You set everything up for me and June and Devon. You took care of us financially. You put everything in order. We're gonna be fine. Please don't ever worry about that. You loved us all to the end. We're going to be okay. Except for sleeping. I can't sleep well anymore. Not without you there to hold, or to hold me. It takes me forever to fall asleep now. And when I do, I wake up 5 or 6 times every night wondering where you've run off to. Before I remember. Your funeral was spectacular, you know? The entire town showed up. Your life touched everybody in some way. You remember Jenny, your bully from school? She was there. She told me that she wished she'd been brave enough to tell you before you died what an inspiration you were to her. You were the reason she became a better person. She never found the courage to tell you. She said she was too ashamed to tell you. But she told me. She wanted me to take comfort in that. And I did. I want you to know that it did give me some comfort to know how you helped her. Rebecca was there too. I know you never knew her name. I didn't know either until the funeral. She's the little girl. You rescued her from a burning building 20 years ago. She's married now, with a child of her own and another on the way. She has a life and a family, all because of you. All because of your strength, your courage, and your heart. The entire fire department was there, standing at attention outside the church. And you know what? Abisek was crying. Swear to God. Abisek, the guy with the reputation for never crying for anything. He finally cried. For you. The governor was even there. Yeah, the governor of the state. Not the governor of the local chess club or anything like that. The governor was at your funeral. An announcement was made that the state is creating a new home for orphan Nekos in your honor. They're naming it after you, babe. I know you always found that kind of thing to be frivolous. You never liked any attention of that kind. But you know what? That's tough. You're not gonna get your way this time. I guess you shouldn't have lived such an impactful life. If you didn't want so many people to notice you, you didn't want so many people to care. Your own kindness and gentle sincerity is what led us here. You brought this all upon yourself. Now you're going to have to live with the consequences. Being loved by everybody. Being loved by me. I know you've told me over and over how grateful you were to Mom and Dad for taking you in, and how grateful you were to me for choosing you in that shelter. I know you believed that I saved your life. The truth is that you saved mine. I can't begin to fathom how bleak and hollow my life would have been without you, without your kindness, without your support, without your comfort. You are my kitty. You have always been my kitty, and my kitty has always meant my love.